Hello and welcome to a new video. In this video we are going to talk about aggregate functions in SQL. To begin, we need a data set to work with. In this tutorial, we will focus on analyzing sales data. Let's create a table named sales with some sample data. I'm going to create a table with you in the record, but I'm going to insert the data off record, but I'm going to leave its code to the comment or description of the video. You can easily get from there and run in your MySQL workbench to work with the same data. We are going to create a table with name sales and we are going to say transaction ID. It's going to be integer and not null. Also auto increment. Also we are going to set this as primary key, and product name it's going to be varchar with the limit of 50. Category it's going to be varchar with the limit of 30. Price decimal 8 and 2. Quantity it's going to be integer. Transaction date, of course it's date, and we are going to set primary key here, transaction ID. And one thing we need to do here is we need to select the database we are going to work with. Just clicking on it will work, and we can just run this for creating our table. I created it for trying it out, but now we can drop it together and then run this code. We are going to say drop table, and when we run this code we are going to create our new table, and we should be seeing it here, and that's nice. Here it is. Now I'm going to add some data inside of this. I'm going to make a copy paste of record. I'm going to add this code to the description of the video. You can take the same code from there. Here is the data inserting code for inserting the data that we are going to use in the video. I'm going to say that once again. You can reach to the similar code from the video's description or comments section. Just copy and paste this and run. And when you run this, you are going to see that it's going to create our data successfully. And I think we are good to go now here. Let's see if we have any problems. And it seems nice. Okay. Let's check how our data looks now with the most basic form of select statement. Select sharp from sales, and when we run this we should see the data we have, and it seems great. Now that we have our dataset set up, let's explore some powerful aggregate functions in MySQL that allows us to summarize and analyze the data efficiently. Now we are going to talk about the count function. The count function is used to count the number of rows of a table or the number of rows that match a specific condition. For example, to count the total number of transactions in our sales table, we can say that select count, and we are going to use sharp here as total transactions from table sales. And when we run this code, we are going to see the total number of transactions. Now we are going to talk about the sum function. The sum function calculates the sum of a numeric column in a table. Let's find the total revenue generated from all transactions. For this, we are going to say, we are just going to clean up here, and we are going to say select sum price multiplied by quantity as total revenue from table sales, and we are going to run this. And this is the total revenue generated from all transactions. Now we are going to talk about the average function. The average function computes the average value of a numeric column. Let's find the average price of products sold. For this, we are going to say select average price as average price from table sales. Seems nice. This shows average price of the products. Now we are going to talk about max and min functions. The max and minimum functions return the maximum and minimum values of a column. Let's find the most expensive and least expensive products. For this, we are going to say select. Let's just close this for you to see better. Select maximum price as max price and minimum price as min price from, there's a problem, let me quickly fix this, I can get to there, it works now, from table sales we are going to say, and when we run this code we can see that most and least expensive products. Now we are going to talk about group by clause. Group by clause is used with aggregate functions to group the data based on one or more columns. Let's find the total revenue generated by each category. For this, we are going to say select category and sum of price and quantity as total revenue from table sales, and here comes the group by category, and we can see that the total revenue generated by each category in this way. Now we are going to talk about having. The having clause allows us to filter the results of the group by statement based on a condition. For instance, let's find the categories with total revenue greater than $1,000. For this, I'm not going to delete all of this. From sales group by category, we are going to say having total revenue greater than 1,000. Let me just fix this. I'm having a problem with the capital I. We are going to say having, and we can run this for our result. Yeah, here's the categories where the total revenue is higher than $1,000. But there's a problem. It's not a problem, but just I want to make it clear. Since we have a really small dataset, the results sometimes not changing, but consider it doing it a really big dataset. Now we are going to talk about group concat. The group concat function concatenates the values of a column within each group. It's particularly useful when you want to display multiple values in a single row. Let's find the products sold in each category, displayed as a comma-separated list. For this, we are going to say select category and group concat product name as products sold from sales group by category, and we are going to run this one. And here's our result. You can use aggregate functions within conditional statements to calculate specific metrics. Let's find the total revenue for electronics products sold after February 1st, 2023. For this, we are going to say select sum, price and quantity multiplied as total revenue electronics from sales, where category equals to the electronics and transaction date is higher than or equal to 2023 02 and 01, which represents the February 1st. And here is our result. Now we are going to talk about the round function. The round function is used to round numeric values to a specified number of decimal places. Let's find the average price of furniture products sold, rounded to 2 decimal places. For this, we are going to say select round average price. We are going to close one and say 2 as average price furniture from sales, where category equals to the furniture, and we are just going to run this. And here is the average price of furniture products sold rounded to 2 decimal places. Now we are going to talk about distinct keyword. The distinct keyword is used with aggregate functions to remove duplicates before performing calculations. Let's find the number of unique categories in our sales dataset. For this, we are going to say select count distinct. I'm just going to use the non-capital letters. Distinct category as unique categories from sales. There is an error, let me quickly fix that. We are missing a T, and when we run this it's going to work and we can see our result, it's 2. And now we can see the number of unique categories in our dataset like this. For the final, we are going to talk about standard deviation function. The standard deviation function calculates the standard deviation of a column, which is a measure of how much the values deviate from the average. Let's find the standard deviation of prices for electronics products. For this, we are going to say select standard deviation of price as price standard deviation electronics from sales table, where category equals to the electronics. And when we run this, we can see the information we want. This is the standard deviation of prices for electronics products. That was all for this tutorial. Thanks for watching this. Have a great day.